Hello everyone. Welcome to History Love. Alright, buckle up, folks, because we're going way back in time, to the Mesozoic Era. That's about 252 to 66 million years ago. Back then, the Earth was having a wild party, and guess who the VIP guests were? Dinosaurs, gymnosperms, and some funky-looking reptiles. We're talking Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous, 3 periods of non-stop drama. Think of it as Earth's version of a reality show. Continents splitting up, bye-bye, Pangea, a hot greenhouse climate making everyone sweat, and evolution throwing curveballs left and right. Oh, and before we get to the dinos, let's not forget how this era started, with the Permian-Triassic extinction event. You know, just the biggest mass extinction in Earth's history. No big deal, but hey, life bounced back in style. Let's talk more about Permian-Triassic extinction event. Alright, friends, gather round for one of the most dramatic episodes in Earth's history, the Great Dying. Yeah, not exactly a cheerful name, but trust me, it's juicy. This wasn't just a bad day. This was the largest extinction event ever, and it happened a whopping 252 million years ago. When did it happen? Picture the end of the Permian period, the grand finale of the Paleozoic era, and the opening act for the Mesozoic. Boom! That's when this extinction extravaganza hit, setting the stage for the age of dinosaurs. What went down? Oh, just 90% of all life on Earth said, "We're outta here." That's 81% of marine species and 70% of terrestrial vertebrates. If Earth had a population census back then, it would have looked pretty empty. Why did it happen? Great question. Scientists are still piecing it together. But here are the top suspects in this whodunit mystery. Keycap 1. Volcanic activity. Volcanoes went full drama mode, spewing ash that blocked sunlight. No sunlight equals no photosynthesis equals plants struggling. And let's not forget the CO2 these volcanoes pumped into the atmosphere. Keycap 2. Climate change. Too much CO2 turned Earth into a sauna. Think heat waves, crazy weather, and ecosystems saying, "We can't handle this." Keycap 3. Asteroid impact. Did a space rock come crashing in? Maybe. There's some evidence, but it's like a detective finding a lone footprint at the crime scene. Interesting, but not a slam dunk. What happened next? Well, with so much life gone, nature had a blank slate. This catastrophe paved the way for new lifeforms to rise, like the first dinosaurs. Talk about a major plot twist. The Great Dying wasn't just an extinction. It was a whole vibe shift for planet Earth. Dinosaurs strutted onto the scene in the mid-Triassic like, "Hey, world, we're here to slay." And boy, did they own it for about 150 million years. Meanwhile, some overachievers like Archaeopteryx decided, walking is so last era, and took to the skies, becoming the first birds. Alright, dinosaur fans, today we're diving into the Mesozoic era to meet some of the most iconic dinos that roamed the Earth. Let's go. First up, Triceratops. Ah yes, the plant-eating heavyweight champion of the late Cretaceous. This gentle giant was basically the Earth's first tank. It had a skull so massive, it made up 1/3 of its whole body. And those horns? Well, technically, it only had 2 real horns. That third horn, on its snout, it was just a keratin point. Think of it like a fancy nose decoration. And let's not forget its frill, the giant flat shield behind its head. Scientists think it was used to signal members of its herd, or maybe it just wanted to look extra stylish. Next, Deinonychus. This guy was the real deal behind the Jurassic Park velociraptors. Deinonychus, meaning terrible claw, lived during the early to late Cretaceous and was the ultimate predator. Razor-sharp claws? Check. Speed? Double check. And a carnivorous diet? Oh, you bet. Deinonychus didn't mess around. If you were prey, you were toast. Fun fact. Deinonychus and velociraptors were cousins, but Deinonychus had more screen presence, even if Hollywood borrowed its identity. And last but not least, Mexicosaurus. Now, Let's travel to Madagascar, where the quirky Machikosaurus prowled. It was like the fun-sized version of T-Rex and Velociraptor, smaller, but no less fierce. This dino had forward-projecting teeth that looked like it was always ready to snag a snack. It dined on vertebrates, invertebrates, and maybe even small fruits. Basically, the Mesozoic equivalent of a whatever's in the fridge diet. So there you have it. 3 incredible dinos from the Mesozoic era. The armored herbivore Triceratops, the terrible clawed Deinonychus, and the Madagascan marvel Machikosaurus. Each one had its own flair and left a giant footprint in history, literally. Which one's your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. But let's not forget the underdogs, the mammals. They were tiny, scurrying around like, don't mind us, we'll shine in the next era. Spoiler alert. They totally did. Oh, and plants? They were also making moves. Flowering plants showed up in the early Cretaceous and took over like, step aside, conifers, it's our time now. By the end of the Mesozoic, Earth looked like a botanical paradise. Of course, all good things must come to an end. The Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event crashed the party and said, bye-bye, non-avian dinosaurs, pterosaurs, and marine reptiles. Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event. Alright, folks, let me set the scene. 66 million years ago, Earth was just minding its own business when, bam, the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event crashed the party. This wasn't just any extinction. It was the one that wiped out the dinosaurs. What caused it? Picture this. A giant asteroid the size of a small city comes barreling toward Earth and lands in the Yucatan Peninsula, like the ultimate mic drop from space. It wasn't just the impact, though. The explosion kicked up dust, debris, and sulfur into the atmosphere, blocking sunlight and plunging the planet into a global cooling event. Talk about an apocalyptic weather report. What were the effects? Well, if you were a non-avian dinosaur, pterosaur, or large marine reptile, it wasn't your day. 75% of all plant and animal species vanished, just like that. Poof, only the lucky few, like small mammals, birds, and some plants, managed to survive and thrive in this post-apocalyptic world. Why is it significant? This event marked the end of the Cretaceous period and the entire Mesozoic era. Dinosaurs ruled for millions of years, but their reign ended here, making way for the Cenozoic era, also known as the Age of Mammals. That's right, mammals, it was your time to shine. But wait, there's more. Some scientists believe the asteroid wasn't acting alone. Volcanoes in India were also erupting like crazy, spewing CO2 and causing global warming. So, Earth was basically dealing with a 1-2 punch: asteroid impact and volcanic chaos. Double trouble. Oh, and the name? It comes from the German word Kreide, meaning chalk, a nod to the Cretaceous period's chalky limestone layers, and Tertiary, which was once used to describe the time right after. Fancy, huh? So there you have it. A cosmic collision, volcanic mayhem, and the end of an era. The Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction wasn't just a bad day for dinosaurs. It was the ultimate plot twist in Earth's history. But don't worry, their legacy still roars on in movies, museums, and, of course, your chicken nuggets. So, there you have it. Millions of years of tectonic drama, evolutionary glow-ups, and a lot of dino action. The Mesozoic era, the ultimate throwback.